The genre of my music video is indie pop, a combination between the alternative genre and the pop genre. The term indie is used to describe artists on independent record labels as opposed to large corporate labels. By researching the codes and conventions of the indie pop genre, I was able to decide whether I wanted to conform to or oppose the conventions, hopefully creating cohesion between my music video and other music videos in the genre, hopefully making it appear as though it belonged in the indie pop genre category as a believable music video. Music videos of the indie pop genre are often low budget, using more easily accessible locations that do not cost money to use. This can be seen in the music video for King by Years and Years, directed by Nadia Otson in 2015, where the setting is a suburban street in Los Angeles, as well as the video for Summertime Sadness by Lana Del Rey, directed by Carl Newman in 2012, where the filming was done on a bridge. My music video conforms to this convention, as I predominantly filmed on the roof of a car park as well as the roof of another building, which I had free access to, and they were easy to get to. This is similar to the rooftop scene in Ariana Grande's music video for One Last Time, directed by Max Landis in 2015. However, the sky in Ariana Grande's music video has been heavily edited to make it appear as though there is a comet approaching the Earth. The use of an ordinary and everyday location in music videos makes them more relatable to audiences. Many other indie pop music videos, mainly older ones, contain footage of an artist's live performance, such as Vaccine's music video for If You Wanna. This depicts the idea that music is the most important thing to the artist. However, recently, artists have been intertwining narrative with performances or lip-syncing. This is seen in the music video for Shake It Out by Florence and the Machine, directed by Dawn Shadforth in 2011, where the shots of her lip-syncing are interlaced with shots of her at a masquerade ball. For my music video, I chose not to include any lip-syncing, as the artist of my song was a band, which was led by a male voice. However, I wanted the main focus of my music video to be female. Therefore, I subverted to this convention of the indie pop genre. Makeup and costume are important in music videos of any genre nowadays, as what a subject is wearing can depict what the character is like. In my music video, my main antagonist wears pretty and girly clothing, which contrasts with the grungy locations that I decided to use. The use of the girly and feminine clothing portrays my character as delicate and dainty, which is a contrast with the main antagonist, who is wearing black clothing. The important use of costume is seen in the music video for Pity Party by Melanie Martinez, which was directed by Martinez herself in 2015. The video depicts the character in very girly and frilly clothing, similar to that of a young girl, which contrasts with her tattoos and the irrational nature of her character. Costume can also be used to depict age, for example in the music video for Good Girls by 5 Seconds of Summer, which was directed by Isaac Rentz in 2014. The band is shown wearing school uniform, which therefore tells the audience that they are teenagers who attend school. Establishing shots are commonly used to display the relatable locations used in indie pop music videos, as well as to set the scene of an event. This can be seen in the music video for I Know What You Did Last Summer by Camila Cabello and Shawn Mendes, directed by Ryan Pallotta in 2015, as well as the music video for Wild by Troye Sivan, directed by Tim Mattier in 2015. I decided to use establishing shots at the very beginning of my music video, as well as interlacing them with the narrative throughout. This reminds the audience of the relatable location of my video. However, it also shows off the amazing location of my video with the interesting view, making my music video more aesthetically pleasing overall. Next, I'm going to talk about the ways in which my digipack subverts from and conforms to the typical conventions of a digipack in the indie pop genre. For the front cover of my digipack, I decided to use a picture of the sunset with the subject stood to the right of the image. I chose this image because the sunset is at the same location as the rooftop in my music video, therefore creating cohesion instantly between my digipack and my music video. The first similarity between the front cover of my digipack and the front cover of a real digipack is the use of the artist's name. The artist's name on the real-life digipack has been written in a larger font than the name of the album itself, similar to mine. This highlights the fact that the name of the artist is more important than the name of the album itself, and catches the viewer's eye. Furthermore, the name of the album itself is written at the bottom of the digipack in a smaller sized font. The first way in which the front cover of my digipack subverts from the conventions of the front cover of other indie pop digipacks is that indie pop digipacks often have the artist's picture on the front cover. Where mine has the picture of the artist's face is unclear. The font of the title and the album name is written in bold white letters that are very easy to read. The font that I decided to use is very similar to the font on the example digipack for the indie pop genre, due to the fact that they are both simple and easy to read, again highlighting the importance of the artist's name. The appearance of both of the artists shown conforms to the alternative nature of the indie genre. The back cover of the example digipack does not use an image of the artist, as opposed to mine, which does. This may be seen as subverting the conventions of the typical digipacks. However, the back covers of many other artists' albums does include the image of the artist themselves, such as Ariana Grande. This means that my digipack is developing the forms and conventions of the digipacks in the indie pop genre, due to the image of the artist on the back cover not being essential, however me still using it anyway. There is a change in colour scheme between the front and the back of both my digipack and the example digipack. This keeps the viewer interested, giving them something else to look at on the back cover, rather than just the same images on the front. There is a clear track list showing the names of all of the tracks that are on the digipack. The font used on the back of both digipacks is the same as the font on the front, creating continuity between both the front and the back covers. On both of the albums there is a barcode that is able to be scanned when the digipack is bought. The logo of the record label appears on both the back of the example digipack and my digipack, again showing me to be following the conventions of the typical digipack. Lastly, a spine is shown on the back of both the example digipack and my digipack, which contains the artist name and the album name, as well as the logos of the record label. Overall, the back cover of my digipack follows the true forms and conventions of the indie pop genre digipacks. For the inside of my digipack, I chose to use images that all match together in terms of colour scheme to create cohesion throughout the whole digipack. For the inside panels of the digipacks, the imagery of the artist is continued from the front and back covers onto the inside covers. This is to ensure continuity throughout the digipack and to make sure that the digipack as a whole is aesthetically pleasing for the viewer. The inside panels of my digipack differs from the inside panels of the example digipack in that one of the panels of my digipack has song lyrics from the song Fall at Your Feet, which is the song I use for my music video, again creating continuity and cohesion between both of my media products. Another of my digipack panels has the social media links for my band that I made up. This then encourages the viewers to follow my artists on social media. This is one way in which my digipack develops the forms and conventions of the indie pop genre digipacks, as the digipack for Marina and the Diamonds does not contain any social media links or any song lyrics. I have just added them. However, it is not unusual to find song lyrics and links to social media in other digipacks. Another way in which my digipack challenges the forms and conventions of real media products is the disc that I have designed does not contain the artist's name or the title of the album. This is seen on Marina and the Diamonds album Electra Heart, where she has a plain disc of a yellow colour with the bold letters saying Marina and the Diamonds and the album name. Overall, the inside of my digipack is the area where I challenge and develop forms of real media text the most. However, although I challenge and develop some of the forms and conventions, I very much stick within the indie pop genre for the inside of my digipack. Furthermore, the ancillary task of designing a magazine poster advertisement for my digipack very much sticks within the indie pop conventions. Firstly, the name of the artist is the main focus of the poster, as seen within the digipack. This creates cohesion between the digipack and the poster and ensures that the main focus is the artist's name, which attracts the attention of a viewer, especially if they've not heard of the artist before. The image of the artist has been used as the background image for the example poster for Marina and the Diamonds. I have done the same for my poster. However, as my artist is a band, I have chosen to have one member of that band represent my artist. This is due to the fact that she has the correct image for the indie pop genre, due to the alternative coloured hair. The name of the album itself is clearly visible on both magazines. The album release date is clearly written in the bottom centre of both posters, which means that viewers are aware of when the album comes out so they can go and buy it. On the example poster for Marina and the Diamonds, it has included names of popular songs, which audiences may have heard before and can then realise are on the album, which will encourage them to go and buy it. I have decided to subvert to this convention and not put other song names on my album cover, just including the name of the album, which is also the name of the first song on the album and the song used for my music video, therefore creating cohesion between all three of my media products. Overall, my media product mainly uses and develops the forms and conventions of real media products. I decided not to challenge many of the forms and conventions, as I decided that I wanted to stick within the indie pop genre as much as possible.